There you go. I was muted. Station, everyone. I did it again, guys. We got everything that we do here in the Big Herm Collectibles. We have the technical difficulties that had us delayed for about an hour. Check. Uh, we have me that was muted. You know what I'm saying? Starting. Check. But the good thing is we had a fantastic new intro for this show. Um, Excellent job, Manny. Great job putting that together. Our guy Chamorro Cinema, and also Phable for the wonderful music up in there. So great guys from the Bad Bats. Thank you so much. That was an awesome intro. I love it. I was hoping to display it an hour earlier, but it didn't happen that way. I hope everybody can hear me. Like I said, we had tech issues all over the place. My headphones wouldn't work with this, and the Fargate station here. Fargate's been having a couple of issues himself, but and my man's muted too. Let me unmute you. What's going on, Fargate? How you doing? I know it's frustrating, our technology today.
Yes, well, that's what we get for moving it a day. Causes problems.
That,
It's all your fault.
that was yeah. What's funny is the reason why I moved it. I was really busy yesterday, and by the time I got home and were able to do, I wasn't gonna be able to do the show. So I was like, "Yo, Fargate, it's not gonna happen today. We'll do it tomorrow. I'll be well rested, well ready." And yeah, technology said, "F you, frack you, man."
Yep.
It's
It said nope.
like,
Since
no,
you
I'm the
since
boss.
since you
Technology says
StreamYard said
I'm
since
the
you made
boss.
me wait, we're good. Made StreamYard said, hey, since you made StreamYard wait, it's gonna make us wait today. Pay us back. Pay it
Yeah, man.
forward.
But you know what? I do have a thumbnail for March. No, April 11th will be our next amazing collected edition show, and it'll be a Easter edition. You know what I'm saying, of the amazing collected edition show. I had an idea for a guest in my mind. I'm not gonna say who because I want to surprise everyone, even my man Fargate.
Are you gonna
So
surprise me this time?
I'm gonna surprise you this time. So April 11th, if it goes through, I don't want to say that. I want to jinx it. You know what I mean? April 11th. Hopefully we start on time.
Never know.
You never know. Yeah. But how's it doing, everyone? How's it going? Me and Fargate. This is a show, Amazing Collected Edition show, which we do once a month. Our not annual. Look at me, monthly show. I just said that, but where we review books. You know what I'm saying? We look at the DCBS, the service, where you could get amazing collected editions. You could get omnibuses. For those of you who like reading things in bunches, you can still get floppies off it. I know our guy Fargate still gets some floppies here and there, but for the most part,
Hell, that's
that's
all I
what we do.
read.
What happened? Do
That's
you
all I
have
have
a
time
halt
to
today?
read is the floppies
No,
these days. I haven't been reading too many in my collected editions. I'm very, very, very backlogged on the collected editions.
very backlogged. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was telling you, Herm, earlier that I'm going to a trade show this weekend and try to flip some of my books.
Nice, nice. Hope nothing but success. So how does that work? It's like a con or something like that where you bring your books
They
or
they have a thing once a month for the 3 days, one week in a month, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you rent a. There's places outside. There's buildings that you can rent spaces inside, and I got a couple friends who are up in this building and inside, and one guy actually has a bunch of old 70s and 80s floppies. So I'm going to be right across the hall from him with the collected editions. So he'll have the floppies, and I'll have the collected editions. So hopefully, when
there you
people
go.
go to his booth, they'll turn around and go, "Oh, what are those?" I go, well, "Let me explain to you. He's got all the old crappy beat up ones. I got the nice reprints, the nice oversized hardcover deluxe. What you really want is these."
Yeah, you can't read the books out of those slabs he's selling.
Yeah.
So you can read out of these
I said
books.
he's got them all over order, and he might have issue 1 and 5 and 9, but I got them all 1 through 20 right there. Marvel Epic Collection, Volume 1, Volume
Yeah, what's the
2.
point of catching them all. If you can
Yeah.
have them all right here.
And I said, hey, then if you don't want an epic collection, get one of these oversized hardcover omnibuses with like 40 issues in it.
Yeah, man.
It was
I
fun.
hope. When's it? Saturday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh wait. So you have to buy a booth, or
Yes, you have to rent a space or booth or whatever you want to call it. I mean, there's places out. They have places outside that are open air, and then they have other places that have little garage doors that you can close and lock up and leave your stuff there. And then I'm in a building, and it's just basically a 5 by 10 space with a pegboard behind it. Nothing fancy. I mean, there's other people who have bigger, better booths that are all decorated, but I'm just bare bones it. See, so I'm gonna give that a
oh,
shot.
buy my books?
Buy my
Don't
books
have
so that way I
to.
can reduce my backlog.
Oh man, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, man. It adds up. It adds up. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
so you don't have a haul?
So I don't have a what?
You have a haul to show today, or you don't have a haul to show today? Your
Oh,
books.
the only thing, well, my monthly haul, my, let's see, where is it? My monthly shipment uh that came in a few days ago was just floppy issues. Actually, I did not get any collected editions in my monthly haul. But uh I do
So when you do
have,
that, we doing things a little different today. When we do
yeah,
that, let me show my one haul. I mean, I kind of showed this on the Blame Fable show tonight, but I'll show it here too. Since this is an omnibus show,
right.
but
What do you
yeah,
want to look?
I haven't really pre-ordered anything in like over a year, almost over a year, but I still have stuff I pre-ordered that they delayed or something like that. So I might have like 2 or 3 more books coming my way whenever they decide they want to release them. But this one I'm excited that they release because I have volume 1. So now I have volume 2 of What If, the original Marvel series. So this was like actually put into a collection of 4 trade paperbacks. And when those came out and sold out, did pretty well. I guess Marvel decided, boom, let's make an omnibus. And this is the classic front cover with Wolverine. What if he killed the Hulk? That 181, that one argument every says 180, 181. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm glad I got it. I have to read the volume 1 before it has all the books back there. Um, Great book. It has issues from 23 to 47. And yeah, man, what if, man? And I hear now that they're already almost ready to bring out the second season of the What If in the Marvel series. So I loved it. So, people I don't know, some people loved it, some people didn't. I love the show. So I can't wait for the second show to come out, and why not have volume 2? And I guess the next What If, I don't even know if they'll make it a volume 3 or they'll put volume 1 again of the new series, the one I grew up with. But this is part of the original series. Like I said, it has a bunch.
Is it 70s, 80s, or 90s?
Yeah, yeah. So this one says 70s. What if Spider-Man killed Uncle Ben? Or what if Spider-Man killed Uncle Ben? Woo, that would have been one too. Uncle Ben had lived. What if Gwen Stacy have lived? You know what I'm saying? What if Dazzler killed Galactus or something like this? There's a lot of stuff in here. Love What If, but right here, man, awesome omnibus. I can't wait to dig into it. Pretty much the only thing I got besides the book I'm gonna review in a minute. Um, and yeah, so Fargate, you ready?
So I only get a few floppy issues in my monthly haul. I don't even know where they are right now, but I did come across something else. So it's technically not a haul, but uh, I let's see, which camera am I pointing at? I got two things going. So can you see that? There's
Man
100
or Superman?
page.
Man and
This,
Superman.
so
Was that like a full
So,
trade, or was that like that? Sound
so,
that was
so
familiar.
what's weird is it says it's a 100-page super spectacular, right? But it's not
Mm.
one of those ones at Walmart where they like did some new issues and then did some reprints. What this is uh, it was a 4-part story by Marv Wolfman, and but it never got. They never did any floppy or single issues, and they never did any collected editions. Um, Basically, here, let me read this. He goes, Marv Wolfman was he was in 2006. He was in like a Los Angeles convention, and he ran into Dan Didio, and he knew how much he loved writing Spider-Man. So uh, Dan mentioned a new comic he wanted to do called Superman Confidential. It would feature stories set back in a time to show how Superman's past experiences affected his current state of mind. And then Dan asked if there was any period in Superman's past I wanted to explore. Well, namely, would begin with. He said he wanted to do a story where it would begin with Clark Kent leaves Smallville and moves to Metropolis, and several months later, when he finally dons the blue and red tights to become the greatest hero the world had ever known. So
Yeah.
it's a lot about Clark growing up and kind of like him being in Metropolis before he actually puts on the suit. So basically, he kept pushing for it to be. Let's see. Unfortunately, Superman Confidential was canceled before the story could be printed, and because of the origin nature of the story and changing continuities, there wasn't any place to publish it. So he kept pushing it to be published, but because Superman isn't really in the story, it's all Clark Kent 24/7. DC never found a format in order to release it until now. So it now come to 2018, and he says previously it would have been released one chapter a month for 4 months, but now we get a chance to put all 4 issues in one giant size magazine, which honestly is a much better way of reading it. Collected edition, all together, all issues together. Of course, it's a better way to read it. And so, over the intervening years, some other writers have come up with similar concepts. And so, at any rate, in 2018 they finally published all 4 stories in one book. So this was the first time they had published it. It wasn't in floppy issues. It wasn't in any other format. And this is the format it came out in. Basically, so I don't think a lot of people have this. I don't think there were a lot of people who. Now I did look on Amazon, and they eventually did a hardcover version of this story, and let me show you. There's Clark Kent, just walking around Metropolis in a civvies, but uh, shows him packing his suit to when he goes to Metropolis to use eventually, and
The early Clark Kent days.
so he's kind of running around without his like. See there, he's taking off flying. He's running around in his regular clothes, flying around doing stuff, but he hasn't put the suit on yet. So it's kind of like him going to Metropolis, and they do some flashbacks about him growing up, and then let's see. Let me find that page. I think he puts it on for the first time, and of course I don't have the page marked. He puts it on for the first time and shows his parents. I think his mom helped make it, but so they go, "Wow, you look so handsome! Yay!" And
People
so a
said
lot of
he
it's about a lot of it is about Clark Kent and interacting with as a civilian with people, and Lex Luthor gets involved, and I don't remember exactly what happens, but he starts flying around and helping in his civilian suits, and people see him flying around, and so they know something's going on, but he hasn't put the suit on yet. And then finally puts the suit on.
Sleepy Reader said he liked Man and Superman a lot. Mark Wolfman. Hell yeah.
And then
He said if you're a Superman fan, it's a great book. He loved it.
there's the last
There you
page.
go.
So
Worth reading.
called Man and Superman by Marv Wolfman. I know I see on Amazon there's a they have a hardcover version of it now, but I think the only way you can find the soft cover version is on eBay or something.
Nice. All right. Yeah, so that's all of it, or you got more?
I have stuff I'm currently reading to show.
All right, let's do that. We'll do the currently reading, and then I'm gonna do my review. Then we'll check out the DCBS real quick.
But I do have want to go through some of this Marvel previews at some point. But right now, so I was reading Fantastic Four Omnibus and Captain America Epic Collections, and I kind of dropped that and started picking this. Started reading this the Spider-Man Gauntlet Complete Collection. Basically, says violent tension between Spidey and Norman Osborn builds to a boil. Electro becomes the voice of the common man against the brutal injustice of a system overloaded by greed. When one of Peter Parker's closest friends is on the brink of ruin, all clues point to the sinister Sandman. The Rhino charges in for a heartbreaking story of love, loss, and lust for power. Mysterio is back from the dead, and he's not alone. Peter Parker meets the new Vulture. But who is he, and why does he prey on the city's criminals? And Morbius, the living vampire, is out for blood. So I guess they call it the Gauntlet because he faces the gauntlet of all his villains. And I guess this is when J. Jonah Jameson has just recently became mayor. I've read the first story arc, which concentrates on Electro. And I guess Electro is having issues with his powers. They're kind of like not working right. So he kind of been paying the Tinker to help him restore his powers. And so there's Electro. So what they do is Tinker has this machine that he basically supercharges Electro. So Electro can even transport himself through like electrical outlets or stuff and pop out at different places. And and then he kind of becomes like a hero to the people because he starts, I guess this is during like 2008, 2009 when the financial crisis hit, and he was getting people all stirred up about, oh, those damn Wall Street people, they're taking all our money and no one's going to jail and they're getting rich. And so he's kind of getting the whole city stirred up, and it looks like there's going to be a big riot. And Spider-Man shows up, but Electro's got these new souped up powers, and because there's Electro saying "Power to the people."
The art looks great, man.
And what's weird about this Gauntlet is, I guess this was during the period when there was multiple creative teams, a lot of different writers. So it's like Mark Waid, Dan Slott, Fred Valente. Who else? I even see Kirk Busiek. So this has, I guess there wasn't one creative team at the time. I think they had like a rotation going on at the time of different teams, and they were taking turns. So I've started Gauntlet Volume 1. I've gone through the first story arc. I keep on, and then I have volume 2, which will be next. It says volume 2. Let's see. It says run through the gauntlet of the deadliest foes concludes. Spuddy must tackle one of the most unyielding enemies he's ever faced, but it turns out that something can stop the Juggernaut, and that means big trouble for both of them. Then the lizard is back, deadlier than ever, but as Craven's family's plans come to fruition, the hunt begins, and it's spider season. Sasha and Anastasia Kravinoff are preparing an unholy resurrection. I guess they're going to bring back, spoiler, Craven from the dead or something. I think is what happens. And then that puts our friendly neighborhood Wallcrawler and his allies, as Where's the Black Cat, in the line of fire. Can Spider-Man get through the latest challenge without a death in the family? And then when I get through that one, I have one last epic collection I have not read of all the Spider-Man ones that have come out. So this is volume 26, Life Theft, issues 381 through 393.
Yep.
Annual 28, Spider-Man 45, Spectacular
Spider-Man right there.
11, Michelini, DeMatteis, Bagley, Butler.
Yep.
So this is from 93 to 94. So, yeah, these are what I'm trying to knock out next.
All right.
That's it.
So my turn. I don't read multiple books like that. I read one and try to get through it. Cause what you do there is kind of like your floppy style. You read a couple here from floppies and a couple title here, but you're doing it with the collected editions.
Yeah. Well, I gave that up because I was doing Fantastic Four, Captain America, and this Conan. I said, okay, stop that. I'm putting all those back up and just going to concentrate on this gauntlet only.
Yeah, that's good. That's good because it's just too much trying to do a bunch of them like that. And of course, I still read the floppies like that. Like I have a lot. I mean, I don't. My pool has gone smaller since then, but but it's still trying to read those and trying to get caught up with any kind of collection is tough. But I wasn't able to get the Invincibles 2, which that's next. I'm gonna sit down and read that. I'm gonna read 2 and 3. I know I'm gonna read right through them because I love them. That's what I decided to do. But till I do that, I started reading this right here, this puppy right here. This is I'm gonna give myself the solo. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the IDW Collection, Volume 1. Always love the back from it. You know what I mean? It looks like kind of like the sword with the laces around them. You know what I'm saying? I freaking love it. You got Raph. Raph is my favorite since I was a kid. It's funny because people think Raph wasn't always the favorite. It was always like when I was growing up, at least with my cousins and friends and stuff, it was always either Leonardo or Michelangelo because he was a party dude. So I was like, I like Raphael, and they were like, you like Raphael, really? So he was like the lesser when I was a kid. That wasn't the case for everybody. I guess like depends on where you live or something like that. But Raphael's my favorite, so I'm glad he was number one. I think they have 12 or 13 of them now, and I try to get them all. I have them all right now. I was getting little by little, but finally read the first one, and I'm freaking digging it. Of course, Kevin Eastman and Tom Weltz are the writers for this. Trying to remember his name. Dan Duncan is the artist, and I'm digging his art. I wanted to download a few of the pictures. I didn't get a chance to do that because of my technical difficulties. I was gonna do that while I was waiting for the show to come on. But let me see if I'm gonna show some of the cover arts. You got some arts like that. Real quick, I just wanted to show a few. Casey Jones is a little bit different in this. Got some Casey Jones up in there. So I'll show some more art later. This is different from the movie or the cartoon. I've never read the original series from back in the day. I know they had those in collected editions before. I hope
Mm-hmm.
they reprint them one day, all the original comic books from back in the day, from their original stuff. But um I love the cartoon. I love the movie. The movie's my most watched movie out of any movie I've ever watched. This is a little different. This one they all start with the origin story is like mostly like 6 issues. You know what I'm saying? They like cut pieces there and then they go back, but it's done so well. You know what I mean? So the first 12 issues of this is really watching the whole book is almost like an origin story where they start introducing some of the villains. The villains are a little different too. But this was like a little twist because like Raphael is kind of like always the loner out of the 4 brothers. You kind of know that, and the same thing here. So when in this, April O'Neil is not a reporter. She is a student in a laboratory. You know what I'm saying? Where these Ninja Turtles and Splinter were like experimented on and stuff like that. So like keep on keeping on through the issues. You will find out that they the foot some kind of foot clan. So I figured that I thought there was only one kind of ninja squad or something like that. There's two. At least that's what I understood with the first 12. Um, which is there's a lot of twists in it. So you get the story of Amato Yoshi and Oroko Saki. Um, I keep getting them confused. Amato Yoshi, in the cartoon, is a human turns into a rat. You know what I mean? And in the movie, he's a rat turns into you know, uh, a big rat, a big rat, a splinter. And this one is a little different. It's almost like they were experimenting on. April was there, and one day they get attacked, and they try to steal the turtles, and and I think they leave Splinter out, and it fails and all that. They end up dropping the turtles, and then they fall down, and like the mutagen everywhere. It's kind of on there, kind of like the shows and stuff, but there's a cat that looked like a kind of like a bobcat, and that ends up grabbing, licking whatever it is that's in the floor, ends up grabbing Raphael. So the teenagers, when they finally mutate, they kind of grow up a little bit without Raphael. Always looking for him. He was always missing. So when you first see the beginning, the first few issues, they're all wearing red, and you don't know why they're all wearing red. Eventually, I'll give it. It came out a long time ago, but eventually, they run into trying to find Raphael. Their personalities are a little bit different. You see Donatello and Leo fight a little more. You don't really see that much in the cartoon and stuff like that. So it's kind of a little different. Mikey, it's still lovable Mikey with the skateboards and all that, but he has a little attitude. So they talk about teenagers with attitudes. These turtles, just like the Power Rangers, they do have a little more attitude. They're teenagers, so you kind of see that in the writing with the turtles. So they will all wear red and then Raphael runs into Casey Jones before he runs into, back to the Ninja Turtles, which they were all Raphael and Casey was fighting their version of the Foot Clan and stuff like that, which is like Hobbs is his name, the cat bobcat looking thing is their enemy in the beginning, and fighting him, that's when the turtles meet Raphael, and they're all wearing the red, and eventually Splinter, when all the turtles graduate from whatever the training that they're doing, that's when they're given their weapons and all that. Raphael took a little time for him. He had to train. He was always getting frustrated, but these turtles, for whatever reason, whatever they're experimenting on, they learn how to do whatever they do quick, 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 quick. And then he ended up earning his side, and all the other turtles started earning their colors. So Leonardo with the blue, Michelangelo with the orange, Donatello with the purple, and it's all the same. Donatello's a smart guy and all that, and all the personalities are great. Raphael like has a cool persona, a little more than you see in the cartoons or even the movie. Um, so while they're getting used to this, April, you know what I'm saying, and April's a little different. Like I said, she's a student trying to get good grades. She has a history too, and then she ends up uh trying to like advertising that she needs help, fighting, and she will tutor somebody. So Casey Jones sees this, and he'll go and try to teach her how to fight because Casey Jones in this knows how to fight pretty well, not like the Turtles, but he does, and he trains her in this, and that's how they meet. And of course, they have a future relationship and all that throughout these issues. At least I know that much. Um, yeah. So I love that whole concept. So like while they're trying to meet everybody, the Ninja Turtles end up running into Baxter Stockman, who's not a skinny little white guy. You know what I mean? He's a tall Lucius Fox looking kind of dude. You know what I mean? Like he's good, like good looking and stuff like that. Um, and he's the boss, but he's not the real boss. The real boss, of course, is Krang. You know what I mean? And he's General Krang off, another dimension, which this Krang, he is not in the belly with that funky looking suit from the cartoon. He's actually in the chest of this big suit and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. So like concepts like that, I freaking enjoy the heck out of this. I got you probably guys are noticing that I'm gloating over this, and I'm but it was phenomenal. You have that. I'm trying to remember everything I wrote down. There's uh a white fox called Phable or something. I'm probably saying her name wrong. Um, she is the one that ends up like hang with Bebop and Rocksteady and stuff like that, and they're not mutated yet. You know what I mean? And they want to. It's kind of like they got beat up by the turtles, and they're tired of that, and then they want to know how she did it because she's a fox, that's mutated, and who's another ninja of another clan. Also, that's what I understood out of this. You don't really get the shredder to the end of this book. So like that's what I was saying, the whole 12 issues, and it comes with like I think 7 or 8 side stories, and it shows you a story with Michelangelo, all the turtles. Splinter gets one. Um, who else gets one? I think April gets one. I'm not sure, but they all get their own little stories. 7 or 8 of them in here added to the 12 issues. I freaking enjoy the heck out of it. It's a worth read. I can't wait to read volume 2. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to like next to my other stuff I'm trying to read, a volume a month to try to catch up with this series because I'm really enjoying it. I don't want to say any more of it. Like I said, Shredder story is good, and if I remember right, the daughter he ends up having a daughter in the end that's part of the other clan or something like that. I don't want to I'll probably give up too much out of this, but this is a little bit of a spoiler review type thing because it's been a while, since this come out. This always gets reprinted, so I'm glad to show it. Like if you ever seen Back in the Soliciteds when we showed the DCBS, it's worth getting, worth a read. Lots of fun. If you go up loving Ninja Turtles like me, um, you will enjoy the heck out of this. You know what I mean? It is phenomenal, and every time when I do volume 2, I'm gonna review it. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that's it, man. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, IDW, great series. I think they're continuing. I'm not sure if they're canceling. I know they have lost other license, but I think they still have the Ninja Turtle license. They're up to issue 127 coming up now, so it's still going strong. And as these volumes progress, there's actually other like annuals, and I think they had a second series that came out. I think it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe or something like that, and they kind of mixed it in with the books too, so that you kind of not gonna get 12 issues in every book of the main series, but you get more Ninja Turtles, you get the whole thing, and then probably eventually you get Jenica, whatever her name is, the girl Ninja Turtle. So I dig it. Raphael as the first. And what I like about these, not all of them have it, because I think at a certain print they don't do it or something like that. But they have this little thing right here, a little bookmark thing that comes with the books.
Ooh,
The Transformer books and
that's high class.
yeah, all that. It's freaking phenomenal. I hope they keep it going. I was glad I was able to find the one with this because I think some of them are printed without it. I have a few books with that
I think
don't
they're up
have
to
it.
volume 12 on those. They're popular.
Yeah, I think volume 2. I think I have them all, but I'm definitely want to read them all. And guys, worth it. It's worth it. They're okay. They're originally $49.99. I think they cost more. That's a retail price. When you get them on DCBS.
Yeah,
You're
but
gonna
it's
be
full of
either
issues.
30% off or something like that. Yeah, so it's worth it. Nice little hardcover
Hey,
station to that. And yeah, that's my review for the month. I hope it was a good one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Read it, read it. I know I saw Twitch up in the house. Twitch station, man. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. We been talking some retro gaming. Let me get me something to drink. I've been talking for a while. Yeah. So
me
what you
too.
think about that? Would you read it?
I've heard about the IDW hardcovers for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and on different channels, and everyone loves it. But I got too
Exactly.
many books to get in. I got too many books to read. I can't get into another series right now.
I feel you. It's worth it though, man. I mean, if you grew up liking the Ninja Turtles like I did, it is totally worth it. Worth the read.
I got
It's
a
a little
teenage.
different. What happened?
I got a good story about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So 1985 when the first issue came out. I believe it was 1985. I guess there was like a green cover and a black and white cover, or anyhow, and I saw that it was the most valuable modern day of all modern day comics. It was the most valuable one to have, like 35,000 or something for issue one. So a friend of mine, I remember him buying it. He bought both versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. One, I think there's like a green cover and a black and white cover. So he had both of them. And a few years ago, I said, "Hey, you still got those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle books?" He goes, "Well, it's probably in a box in my sister's basement." Well, they're gone. I said,
Oh,
damn, you know that book is how much that book is worth? Because I was there when he bought it.
that's crazy. Ah, damn. That happens a lot. You hear that stories like that. People just find it in a garage sale or something. Oh, they're just comic books. They're not worth anything. They're beat up or something.
Yeah, it's funny. I go to these. What's funny is speaking of that trade show I'm going to. I go sometimes to these antique malls and they have comic books, and I think, they're always thinking, oh, they don't know what they have. Someone's gonna have like blah blah blah, but it's always crap. I mean, it's like the worst stuff you can think of. It's like I said, I said. So, but I look thinking I get lucky one day, but
Hey, listen, I understand you have a big backlog, but worth it, man. Worth it.
no.
It's so good. It is so good. All right, man. I guess we could start getting into the what's gonna come out soon.
Well, I
Should
was actually, before we go to the DCBS site, I was gonna this Marvel free previews issue number 5, February for April shipping product. Uh, of course, on the cover is Amazing Spider-Man number 1. With the new creative team. Uh,
ain't that the old one?
this is Zeb Wells and
Have a
John
new
Romita
one?
Jr. coming out in April.
Yeah, but that's like they have
So,
a new one now.
so yes, they have. I don't know if I got both of these in my monthly shipment at the same time for some reason, but yeah, they have. I also get that was 4, 5. Yeah, I guess this is the newest one, right? This is
Yeah,
volume 6.
yeah, that's the new one.
So uh, I just thought I'd show that since that's going to be a big deal. With Spider-Man coming back with John Romita Jr. But yeah, this is the current one. It says March for May, and sometimes I like showing this instead of the DCBS site because you got big pictures and it goes into a better explanation of what's coming out. Some new Captain America symbol truth show. But if you go back to the collected
I don't have
editions
the DC one.
section, so a lot of the stuff in the collected editions section of this magazine is stuff that they're showing on DCBS, like Conan, uh, the original Marvel Heroes Volume 9, and Savage Sword Conan Volume 8 and 9. What else? Oh, here's the one that here's two that I think we both might be getting. Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2.
Hell yeah.
And then the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man Omnibus. That's so and
You're Spider-Man.
I've also gained the Spider-Verse Spider-Geddon Omnibus that I was bugging them for 2 years and chat every week saying, where's Spider-Geddon? Where's Spider-Geddon? It's coming. And what's cool is they have Spider-Verse and Spider-Geddon both events in one omnibus, which I suggested that. She-Hulk by Dan Slott, blah, blah, blah. Predator, you can get Predator the original years.
I want it. Definitely want it. I think I wasn't able to get the alien ones.
I said, I'm going to skip it. I don't. And let's see what else. And She-Hulk by Dan Slott. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man trade, Thor, Aliens, Crimson Reign, blah, blah, blah. These are all trade paperbacks coming out. There's the new Spider-Man Epic. What is it called? Spider-Man Epic Collection, Man Wolf at Midnight, Volume 8. Nice. So I'll probably be getting that. And
Volume 6 of ASM.
See, I got Volume 6, but then I got
I'm talking about Omnibus.
But then I got my Omnibus and I sold it. So I said, wait, I don't need Volume 6 Epic. I just have it in Volume 3 of the Omnibus, so I don't need both. So I flipped it.
Yeah, so I'm asking, you think we're going to get a Volume 6, or you think they relaunch it, make it a Volume 1?
Well, they just released Volume 6, right?
Volume 5.
Well, what's the one with the Goblin on it? That's Volume 7, right?
No, I'm talking about Omnibus, Volume 6. You're thinking?
Well, I think hopefully they reprint Volume 4. That's what I need to complete 1 through 5. And what I need to do is, I think there's 2 Volumes 6 and 7 before the.
So this right here, it's Volume 5.
Right.
So we both got.
That's the one I got and flipped.
There's 143 to 180 with annuals 10 and 11.
Epic.
So 12. It's I'm pretty small compared to the other one. They made it kind of small.
I'm trying to think how many volumes after that. I think volumes 6 and 7 before the what's the omnibus Roger Stern omnibus. I think so. I think it'll be volume 6 and 7, and then I think that leads the next one won't be volume 8. I think it's the Roger Stern issues take over at that point.
And they'll have all the issues like lined up, because I think the Stern one is missing some issues.
Yeah, and then after, so I don't know if they're gonna pick up with volume something that starts up after Roger Stern, or they're just gonna do volume 8 and it takes place during the Stern era. I don't know.
This one is 143 to 180, so the next one will probably be 181 all the way up to, like you said, Roger Stern, maybe 2. It depends on. I know they mapped it out good for a reason.
Yeah, I don't have my Stern on the bus in front of me, so I don't know what issue it starts at.
This one's not too thick like the other ones. The other ones are a little thicker than this one, so they did that for a reason. So the next one, we're gonna get the Black Cat, all the Black Cat stuff.
Well, see, let's see. Let me look real quick. Roger Stern omnibus starts at issue 206, and it skips to 224. And it collects Spectacular Spider-Man 43 through 61.
You're Batman now? Always say your mouth. I'm Batman.
So, what?
On the video, you just saw your mouth. You're like, all right,
I'm Batman. So,
Rachel.
Yes, Volume 5 ends at issue 180, and then Roger Stern picks up at
Stone Rider, bro. It's one of my buddies. Station, man.
So, wait, 224 to 180 is 44 issues. So they could do just one volume, volume 6, get it all in volume 6 and then lead right into the Roger Stern one.
You think that they'll relaunch the volume and make it like Bronze Age era or something, or they just keep going?
No, I think they'll do volume 6, which I think the next one after that is the Roger Stern one, and they'll
And then
stop
they stop it, right?
because they'll stop the numbering.
All right, let's do this. It's getting in that time. 47 minutes in the show. Let's do this. DCBS. Show some of the DC stuff. You showed some Marvels already.
All right, you can show my screen I'm sharing. This is the special section, and it has a little bit of everything. And what I like about this is it doesn't show the pictures on the Marvel books for some reason anymore since it went to Penguin Random House. We got to go to Penguin Random House to see the covers for the Marvel books. But 52 Omnibus coming out. I'll pass on that. I don't know if you've looked through this, but
I did.
Yeah, I'll probably get the Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, Man Wolf at Midnight. Or I might not, because I think those issues are in volume 4 of the Omnibus, which I'm going to get one day. So maybe I'll pass on it and just get the Omni. And E.9 hardcover. Were you getting any of those issues?
Yeah, the Batman ones. Yeah. I have them all. The ones I haven't gotten was the Superman one. The 79 was it?
Red and blue. Oh, 79. Yeah, I didn't get any of them. Geez, there's like 50 million Batman issues. I guess they could wait till Sardarsky takes over Batman, and then maybe I'll jump back on Batman.
Batman. Great.
Man.
A Court of Owls. What is that? With a mask?
It looks like it's just like a standard size hardcover with the 1 through 7 issues 1 through 7 of of Snyder's Batman run, which was the Court of Owls storyline. Comes with a mask. 50% off, $17.49.
That's pretty cool.
But I can't tell if it's oversized. Batman, Ben Reilly Spider-Man trade paperback. I got the first issue, but I'm not, I'm getting the Beyond issues, Spider-Man Beyond issues, but I'm not following the Ben Reilly Spider-Man because I'm already following Ben Reilly and Spider-Man Beyond, so I didn't, whatever. Some more Captain America Epic Collections, Captain America Marvel, Captain Conan the Barbarian Omnibus.
You say you stopped getting those, right?
So what I'm doing is the Conan the Barbarian Marvel years. I'm getting the Epic Collections, the Savage Sword of Conan Omnis. I did the first 4 volumes and then I stopped. So I think that's when Roy Thomas ended his main writing of the Savage Sword issues. So I stopped after volume 4. And I'm still getting the Epic Collections for they released the Omnis for the Conan, the Marvel years. And then they come out with the Epic Collection version. So I'm just doing the Epic Collections for the Conan, the Marvel years. But I think I'm done. I get the Conan Chronicles Epic Collection, volume 7 and 8 delivered. I think
leaving with Roy Thomas. Sleepy agrees with you.
Sleepy Reader? Well, I don't know for sure, but I think at the end of volume 4 in the Savage Sword of Conan Omnibus, I think is his last issue as the main writer. He might come back here and there, but that's kind of why I stopped after volume 4 of the Omni for Savage Sword. All right, what else do we have? I'm trying to see what I got on my pull list. Let's see. Did you read any of Justice League: The Last Ride by Chip?
I think I have a couple of the issues. I don't think I ever finished it. And I don't
I
think
heard
I
that
ever
was
read
pretty
it.
good.
It's in my backlog.
I heard that was pretty good. You can get issues 1 through 7 in a trade paperback coming out. You can pre-order. And Miracle Man Omnibus. Marvel Masterworks Fantastic Four. John Byrne. Actually, I've got the John Byrne Omnibus Volume 1, and they announced Volume 2, so I think I'll just wait for Volume 2, the Omni, to come out.
Pearl.
Predator Original Years. Savage Sword of Conan is up to Volume 8, but I stopped at Volume 4.
The ones that I wish I was able to keep going was the Old Republic omnibus from Star Wars. I got the first one, but I could have get the next ones.
So
And I know like
Spectacular, yeah,
the Dark Horse stuff is it's not in the Marvel Unlimited. At least I haven't seen it in there. So the only way you could get it is by getting it through collected editions or omnibuses. If you don't get the original issues,
sure. And then, of course, Spectacular Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1 and Spider-Verse Spider-Geddon Omni. I want to get both of those probably.
Superman omnibus.
And I think there was Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2. You going to get that? Or you didn't even get Volume 1 yet, have you?
No, I want to, but maybe eventually I will. I do have the all the single issues, so I have the whole set, the whole collection. I'm at the show it one day.
God, I hate this thing, how it doesn't show any of the pictures. DC Collected Editions.
Twitch, I can't wait to see anything you got, man. Because I agree. A lot of the games and even the manuals. The manuals are very valuable because the new games don't really come with manuals. So I wish I still had a lot of mine, man. Whew. Talk
Come
more of
on.
that tomorrow night.
Let me pull up this Penguin Random House site.
Go right ahead. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna take you up this out for a second while you pull up the other site and talk to the chat real quick. We only have a few minutes left. Brandon starts at 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Got an interview. I wasn't able. My technical difficulties were so bad. I wasn't even. I was lucky to bring in the new intro to the show. I'm gonna bring it up here.
All right.
But yeah,
This site, you can see pictures at least.
all right. Let me pop it up. Like that. The She-Hulk one, I have. I bought that for like $30 when it was on sale. I think Amazon or something. I thought it was like a mistake. It wasn't. Like a year ago.
So I guess these are the two covers for Spectacular. This one,
Spectacular.
which
Yeah, that's
is,
first issue.
again, is the one I'm going to get.
Oh, I love Spectacular Spider-Man. Grew up with that. I have all the singles.
42. See, I've read the first 42 issues already in the Marvel Masterworks, so maybe I won't get the Omni because I've already read all those first issue, 42 issues, and I had them. I had the Marvel Masterworks. I sold volume 2 and 3, but I do still have volume 1. But the first 3 volumes had the first 42 issues.
Get the Omni and sell the Masterworks. Well, the Masterworks are nice though.
And
Masterworks.
I flipped volume 2 and 3, but kept volume 1. But I don't know why. So maybe I won't get the omnibus. I'll get it.
Feel ya. That might be a game time decision for me. Hopefully, when it comes out, I'll be able to get it. Captain Marvel.
Here's the other cover, I guess. The DM variant.
The Star Wars. That one sounds good right there. Like you're skipping the Star Wars, man.
I think I had the first few epic collections for Rebellion and read the first one, and then I think I had the first 3 or 4.
The Dark Horse?
Yeah, these are the Dark Horse reprints. But I had the first 4 epic collections for the Rebellion. I only read the first one. Collecting Empire 7, 14, 16 through 27, Star Wars Vader's Quest 1 through 4, Star Wars 2013 1 through 20, Star Wars Kids 1 through 11.
Was that the new volume of What If, or that's volume 1? I'm looking at the What If.
That's volume 1
of the original series. Okay. I'm wondering if they're gonna keep it on with the volume 2 of the What Ifs. It's kind of confusing. Issue 1 of volume 2 kind of thing. Volume, you know what I mean. Captain Marvel by Kelly Sue. Good series. I read some of that. Predator. Woo, so many good ones.
Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon. I'm gonna get that one with that cover.
Miracle Man. You ever read Miracle Man?
Nope. Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon. I'm gonna get this one with this cover. It's got the main story and all the tie-ins for both events.
I'm all over the Miracle Man Omni. Another Alan Moore masterpiece. Has me interested. Definitely Miracle Man. I'm wondering if they're gonna do a Spider Girls omnibus now that they had like 4 volumes, collected editions of
I don't know.
Friends and what I keep forgetting. Ron Friends and the other guy. Which his name is eluding me right now. Tom DeFalco. All right, you look like you're just browsing now.
Yeah. Just showing some covers that other site wasn't showing.
Yeah, I like that Boba Fett one. Boba Fett. That Conan the Barbarian one, I used to have that issue. And the She-Hulk's pretty cool. All right. So yeah. Hopefully hopefully next month we won't have these technical difficulties. We'll have a special guest. Uh awesome. It'll be this was tonight. It'll be an Easter special. April 11th, the second Monday of the month. Um, Hopefully everything runs out perfectly, and we won't have the technical difficulties and start an hour later. Thank you everyone for popping in, saying hello. Thank Twitch, Phable, brother Joe, John Thomas, uh, all you guys, man. Brandon, Chamorro Cinema, uh, Sleepy Reader, all you guys, man. Wonderful. Thank you for being on here, doing this with us. I know this is a little different from comic books or anything else that we do, but I enjoy doing it with Fargate here. You know what I mean? We've had
Sometimes.
an adventure today trying to just get the show started, but we did it. Of course, Whiplash Wednesday is tomorrow, so this is Christmas Eve for a lot of us. And tomorrow we have a wonderful show. Uh, let's talk about it remastered. Big Herm, Steph, and Phable, and we have a special guest, Twitch. Well, he told me it was his first ever video type doing this at of anything, so it's pretty cool. We're talking some retro 80s and 90s games. I want to talk a little bit of news. Want to get some insights. Of him and his history with it, along with ours. You know what I mean? So it should be a lot of fun. He's got a lot of goodies to show us, and hopefully the fellas have stuff to show too, because I don't have anything. My room's a mess, so anything I wanted to find, never got able to get to my room. Hopefully one day I will finally. But thank you all. Check out Brandon Comickings after this. He's probably starting right now, if I'm not mistaken. He's got an interview. Um, always killing it with the fantastic interviews. Whiplash Wednesdays with all the fellas, including the Rockin' Robbie. He has an Instagram, Robbie Comics and Comic Hall and Karaoke, where he leads into our show, which is pretty cool. He's a part of the Whiplash Wednesday lineup. I don't have any of my thumbnails yet, so I'll show all those tomorrow. Fargate, thank you so much. Do you have anything happening besides the books are you selling? Are you gonna go live anytime soon?
This weekend when I'm at the trade show, the internet out there is kind of spotty, but maybe I'll live stream some of it. I
Yeah.
know the guy who has across from me is going to have a huge comic book collection, and there's a few other guys up there that has some stuff. I might have to videotape it and upload it later on Instagram. I'll try to live stream it, but the internet kind of sucks out there.
Boy, it happens, man. They
There is a retro show too, retro uh, show the same weekend, which I might go for a few hours. They have a big vendor room, and they'll be selling a lot of old retro toys and games. I think Dirk Benedict or Dirk, what's his name, Starbuck from the original Galactica
yeah,
series. He's going to be there. Dirk Benedict. He's about the
nice.
only big name who's going to be there. So I might go just to get his autograph. But they get a big vendor room with a bunch of old retro stuff that I might try to hit Friday night for a few hours.
All right. So there you go, guys. Look for him, Fargate, on the Instagrams. Um, all of the wonderful people I mentioned, including Fargate, it's all in the description below. Learn how to talk, Herm, and everything. See you guys Whiplash Wednesday. Go right now. Check out Brandon. What you still doing here? Check out Brandon. Actually, if you want to check out the new intro, I'm gonna play it again. End it with that. Till next time. Peace out. Station.
Peace.